I'll never tire of this sight, you know? Oh, please don't bother getting up for your queen. I like you much better when you're lying in bed for me, all dreamy and docile. Ah, you look lovely. You always do. That soft, gentle face glowing in the moonlight. How you still try to squirm away ever so slowly as I come closer. How you can't help but blush in the dark at the sight of me. And, that look in your eyes once again. Like you're so convinced you'd rather be anywhere in the world than under my silken sheets. Oh. Still won't talk to me, hmm? Oh, well, suit yourself. I'll just slither into bed then. Don't. You know how this dance of ours goes. My guards are right outside. And I promise you, I would have you wrapped up in my coils before you made it anywhere near the door. Come on, I vastly prefer when you come to me willingly. When you accept my embrace with those wide, fearful eyes. Like my sweet, sweet little pet. You are, you know. You are my pet. My consort. My one true love. And I'm cold. You wouldn't let your empress shiver in the harsh desert winds like this, now would you? Come close. Let me hold you. Oh, I thought about this all day, you know? While I was in court, listening to my subjects drone on and on, settling borders and land disputes, deciding which taxes needed to be changed, arbitrating matters of trade and diplomacy with the world outside. Such grand schemes. And yet they're everyday life to me. Dull. Trivial. You're the only thing that gets my heart racing whenever I think of you. Oh. Which is all the time, darling. Did you miss me as well? You don't have to speak. You can just nod your head. Oh, if looks could kill. If only. Do you really hate this so much? I think, as much as you may pretend you don't like this, I can hear your heart racing. Lub-dub, lub-dub. It happens every time you look at me. And your breath catches whenever I wrap you in my coils. When I pull you closer. Your heart racing faster and faster. As I slowly bind you tighter. Just like this. Oh, yes, please do struggle. Maybe, just maybe, you'll manage to get away this time. Maybe my little mouse will finally be able to avoid this oh so terrible fate. Oh, it warms my heart when you squirm for me. You used to do it back then as well. While you were sleeping, and you suddenly felt something cold slithering past your legs, sliding into your bed. You would smile in your sleep, toss and turn like it tickled. And when you opened your eyes, I would be right there, poking my head from under the blankets. Oh, so now we are talking to each other? You may argue otherwise, but there really is no difference. I was the same creature, the same woman, back then as I am now. You simply failed to see it. Yes, I suppose I can't fault you for that. You really couldn't tell. You thought I was just an injured snake you brought home from the streets. But did the color of my scales really never strike you as odd, my little mouse? Well, it doesn't matter now. You were too, pardon the pun, wrapped up in caring for me. And I really was so gravely injured back then. I couldn't even return to my real form. You would pick me up and let me coil in your lap. I would bask in the sun as the rays warmed my scales, feeling sleepy and content. So content. And every night, I would slither into your bed, just like now. Wrap myself around you and be so very warm. You never complained back then. When will I let you go? Why do you insist on asking such silly questions, pet? Never. I'm never releasing you. My empire would fall to that sun heretic before the thought even crossed my mind. You are mine. Do you understand me? Do you understand? You belong to me, just as the moon belongs in the desert sky. Soon, eternal night will wash over these sands. I will crush my nemesis, that accursed sun worshipper. After long centuries of war, my people will never again be shackled by her stifling rules. They will lose themselves to love and desire, and the entire desert will bear witness to their acts of passion under the moon. You think I'm the villain in this? For what? For trying to take over her city? This desert is mine. All of it. It's mine to rule and guide to greatness. No, my naive, sweet little pet. This is not villainy. It's reclamation. Together, we will crush them. We shall unite the dunes and watch our subjects writhe and revel in their love for one another. With you by my side, I shall finally sink my fangs into the sun. I shall drown her in my venom and usher in perfect, endless night. Soon, so soon. No, my love, you are not just a tool to me. You're not a pawn. Stop saying that. You are so much more. You are more valuable to me than all the jewels in my crown. More precious than this entire city and all its people. You are my heart. Don't you know how much I love you? Do you not believe me when I say so? Tell me. Tell me you know. Tell me that you believe in my love for you. Say it. I want to hear you say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Ah, my coils. They're hurting you? Oh, I'm sorry, darling. I got carried away. I didn't mean to hurt you. Are you in pain? No, don't try to get away. I said don't. Hold still. I will not hurt you. There. Does that feel better? Can you feel my coils massaging you? Soothing the pain? I never want to hurt you. I love you. You're the human who saved me. The one I gave my heart to. But sometimes... Oh, you make me so frustrated. This has to stop at some point. This resisting. It's cute. It really is. How you try so hard to ignore me and avoid my touch, but completely melt the moment I wrap my tail around you. Someday, I want us to have this without all the struggling. For you to accept your place by my side as my consort, my partner. For you to one day love... I'm still the snake you brought home. Your pretty purple snake. Can't you tell? Only this time, I'm the one protecting you. Of course I have to protect you. This world, it's not kind to innocent souls like you. Those who stop walking to help an injured snake in the rain. I remember the water droplets falling on my scales, mixing with the red I bled. I felt scared. I didn't know if I would ever see my city again. What would become of my subjects? what would become of me. I didn't want to die. And you picked me up so tenderly, nursed me back to health, asked anyone who would listen what purple snakes ate. You held me and kept me warm. You said I would never be cold again. That's why I can't sleep without you in my coils. Not anymore. You thought snakes can't hear, but I did. I knew then that I had to take you. It's your fault for stealing my heart. How could you expect me not to take you? Consent. My sweet, precious little mouse. Consent comes later. It comes after marriage. You'll have a lifetime to give me consent. I couldn't wait until then. You're mine. I had to have you. And I do have you. Right where I want you. You're not going anywhere. This again. Do you really think you can return to your old life? It's been over a month since I brought you here. To my palace in the dunes. No one's looking for you. They've given up. You should as well. I can't release you. You've come to rely on me for so much. For food, shelter, comfort. For love. My attendants and I provide you everything. This world is a cruel place. I saw how life treated you. I saw how you struggled to find yourself in a world that just didn't care. You wouldn't survive if I let you out into the world. And I would never be so cruel. You belong here, in my coils. What do you mean? Of course I get something out of this. I get you. What more could I want? You will love me. I know it. You're still adjusting to your new home. Adjusting to being thrust into my world. Into luxury and excess. As much as you may think you despise me right now, I only have your best interests at heart. You'll love me one day, and it'll come soon enough. I'm patient. I can wait. Pet, please don't. Don't do that. Don't say things you don't mean. You do not love me yet. Why would you say something like that? You think I can't tell when you're lying? Your heartbeat is a dead giveaway, darling. You wanted me to believe you reciprocated my adoration, didn't you? You wanted me to let you roam the palace freely. To have the guards leave you alone. You thought I would become complacent. Start allowing you to be out of my sight for long. You really thought I'd believe you if you told me such pretty lies while I was vulnerable. So you could get me to trust you. To slacken your leash. To slip up. Also, you could run away from me. Is that what you wanted? Have you become that desperate? What gives you the right? You can't toy with my emotions. There will be consequences. Don't pretend to love me if you can't even make it convincing. Why would you think it's what I wanted to hear? I want to hear the truth. I want my love to open up to me. I want you to be honest with your Empress. I'm not your captor. You're not my prisoner. We've been over this. I know you didn't ask to be mine. You didn't ask for any of this. You just wanted to save a snake in the rain. But all good deeds have a price, my dear. You're just paying yours. I stole you away from your home, didn't I? From the life you'd known for so long. I took you from your family. You don't know anyone here but me. You're like the moon. My moon. Floating in space as if you're lost. Nowhere to return to. Stuck in orbit around one other soul. I can't imagine what you're going through. I really hurt you, didn't I? I'm sorry. I never wanted to hurt you. I only wanted to give you my love. All of my love. And for you to love me back. I've been alone for so long. I know you're the one meant for me. I can feel it in my veins, beneath my scales. I can feel it pulsing and shaping all my magics, all that I am, even now in this very moment. I will bathe these dunes in darkness and crimson. I will bury the sun. The entire desert shall be ours to dream in. I'm not insane. Don't look at me like that. I'm not a monster. I'm not. I'm your snake. I'm not a monster. You look scared again. You're scared of me, aren't you? Don't be. Oh, don't be. You are my moon. And my scales are as dark as the night that surrounds you. Go to sleep, Angel. You've had a long day. You need your rest. Especially after all I put you through. I'm not your captor. This isn't punishment. I'm trying to give you everything you deserve. So you never have to be cold again either. Stop thinking of me as your captor. You won't. Huh. You won't. Well, fine. Fine. If I'm truly so evil, then I suppose I can just do whatever I want to you. Can't I? Can't I, love? Would you like a taste again? My, I wasn't expecting such a reaction. It's not even your first time. But I suppose that's why you backed away so quickly. You remember, don't you? You're afraid of my venom. You're afraid of what it does to you. Don't struggle. You're exhausted. You can't escape. I don't know what you've heard of an Apophyse's venom. It's really not as bad as you seem to think. My venom doesn't alter your mind. Oh, no. I would never do something so cruel to my beloved. My venom only makes you more receptive to my affections. Can't move now, can you? You seem so very afraid as I stroke your cheek. Softly run my fingers down your neck like this. Your heart is beating like it's going to burst out of your chest any minute. Oh, it's all right. This won't hurt. Oh, only a little at first. But then you'll feel wonderful. Trust me. Why are you apologizing, pet? I told you. This isn't punishment. I only want you to stop resisting my love for you. Oh, no. It's too late now. No one can hear you. And they wouldn't help you if they could. But even then, feel free to scream as much as you want. Oh, if only you could look at yourself now, resting in my coils, with the moonlight washing over every part of your face, your heart slowly returning to normal, all anxiety gone, no longer struggling, no longer trying to get away. Completely relaxed by my venom. I think I like seeing you like this, my little mouse. Oh, no. Hush. No more words. Just let me hold you as you drift off. The fear is completely gone from your eyes now. You look sleepy. You can barely keep your eyes open. You look so adorable. Oh, I just want to wrap you up tighter. And tighter. And tighter. Oh, I simply can't have enough of you. My angel. You would normally be trying to convince me you want to get away. As if I'm somehow violating you. But you don't care about appearances anymore, do you? No. You like how I treat you, how I adore you, take care of you, Spoiling you is my favorite thing in the world. You belong to me. Mm. Mm. Oh, you can't even understand what I'm saying right now, can you? Trying so hard to keep those eyes open. Almost like you're afraid I'll disappear if you close them. If you stop listening. Oh, don't worry. You're not going anywhere. I'll always be here to remind you that you're mine. I'm as real as these fingers running through your hair. Just drift off, my darling. Let my venom swim through your veins and embrace your mind, while I hold your body in my coils. I'll never let the sun touch you. Good night, my pet. Until tomorrow. Sweet dreams. My dear. How lovely of you to join me. What's with that look? Did you not get any sleep last night? I thought my venom did a lovely job of washing away all that stress. Oh, I disagree. I think it's quite funny. Adorable, really. You slept like a baby. You make the cutest little noises when you're asleep. I can't help but wrap you up tighter, pull you closer to me when you look so very innocent. Not a single worry on your face. None. Oh, yes, that's probably why your body feels a little sore. I am sorry, pet. Oh, come now. You can't seriously stay mad at my coils for wanting to hold you. Maybe you'd like me to make it up to you? Perhaps I can cuddle you right here in open court, in front of all my advisors and attendants. I think that would be a nice way to show just who you belong to. Don't you? No. Oh. Well, I could always bite you a little harder than usual. I think your neck would look absolutely lovely covered in fang marks. Don't back away, darling. I'm only teasing. Maybe. Oh, I'm not going to hurt you. You know that by now. I would never hurt you. You're my precious little mouse. My darling pet. The one I just can't stop thinking about. The one I never want to stop thinking about. Here, come close. Give us a kiss. It's all right. Don't be shy. Just lean into me. I can close the distance. Darling, I'd rather not, initiate with everyone watching. But you know I will, if you force my hand. I will never get tired of this. Oh, no. Don't go so soon, pet. I want more. Oh, look at that. I can almost feel a blush coloring these cold cheeks of mine. What will the courtiers say? You're the only one in the world who can make me feel this way. You know that, don't you? Don't be like that, Angel. I may be an evil empress, but I have feelings too. No need to get all sassy, dear one. No. Affection isn't the only reason I summoned you here. My court is, almost adjourned for the day, you see? And I thought, maybe, before the two of us, turned in for the night, you'd like to spend some time with me, doing something else? What is it? Why do you look so shocked? Oh, you've grown so wise, my little mouse. You are right, I wasn't asking for permission. Evil empresses aren't in the habit of asking permission. Come, take my hand. Let's unwind somewhere a little quieter, Come, let me guide you. Oh, isn't this nice? The soft crackling of the flames, slow and hypnotic. I still lose myself in their glow sometimes, thinking of earlier days. Back to, when I was just a little girl. How different things were then. Oblivious to the worries of the world. No responsibilities. Just a young Lamia, quietly sneaking out of the palace when my mother wasn't looking. Racing through the endless dunes. Trying to catch the sun. Playing. Can you believe? I used to play. With the sandworms, slumbering deep below the sands. Don't sit so far from me, darling. Nights here in the desert are cold. The fire simply isn't enough to warm my scales. We used to be like this, didn't we? Snuggling by the fire. Feels like a lifetime ago. But it's only been a few weeks since you found me. To a creature like myself, one who's lived and ruled for centuries. Well, a few weeks is a brief reverie. And yet, these have been the most wonderful few weeks of my life. It still feels like a dream. One I never want to wake up from. Oh, you have no idea how much I treasure you, pet. What is it, love? Don't you remember? You used to let me coil around you in my snake form. You would sit in that comfortable old chair before the fireplace, and I would wrap myself all around you. You laughed when you felt my familiar scales sliding against your soft skin. I wish you would laugh more these days. I'm still that purple snake, aren't I? I'll always be your snake. And you'd always fall asleep before I did, in that cozy little home of ours. It'd take me a while to join you. I would keep staring into those orange flames, dancing and swaying with a life of their own. They reflected in my tiny slit-like eyes as I fell into a trance, watching them. Not because I found them alluring. No. They reminded me of that orb of fire in the sky. Of that false prophet who claims to be the voice of God. My armies are sieging her city as we speak. It won't be long before the Fortress of the Sun falls to ruin. Change is washing over this desert. Washing over everything. Even the sandworms have begun to stir. Soon they'll surface to find mates. As hundreds flee the enemy's crumbling city. I'm sorry. I can only imagine how difficult this must be for you. You really are innocent. A complete stranger to the ways of war. And it's fine. I wouldn't change a thing about you, my sweet. Let's not dwell on such matters, Can you see those vials of scented oil on the shelf? Yes. Fetch the one at the top edge of the row. There. It's, rose and sandalwood, if I remember correctly. Why? because my shoulders feel stiff from ruling this city. It's tough to carry the weight of the world. And I figured my consort might like to help me with that. Oh, you're so mean. Do you really want your loving empress to feel all sad and neglected because nobody will rub her poor, stiff, overworked muscles? Of course it has to be you. You really think I'd let just anyone touch me? No, my little mouse. That privilege is afforded only to you. Well, I'm glad you are thrilled about it. A little more enthusiasm wouldn't have hurt, you know? Now, could you please bring the bottle over here? You know by now I'm not a patient woman. I'd greatly appreciate some long overdue attention. Oh, you think I'm treating you like a pet dog? Asking you to play fetch? Think what you like. I really don't mind, as long as you listen. I could always make you crawl on all fours to fetch it. I've had a long time to learn quite a few, restraining spells. Are you feeling adventurous tonight? Oh, you see? That's much better. Why do I always have to resort to such unpleasantness to get you to do such simple tasks, darling? Good. Good, pet. Uncork the bottle. Yes, start at the base of my neck. Make sure to apply a generous amount of oil on your hands. Oh. Your touch is as gentle as ever. I can feel the warmth seeping into my skin already. Oh, keep working over those knots. Yes, just like that. Oh. You know, this particular room in the palace is quite special. Have I told you? Only royalty is allowed access to enter. Lamia queens and their consorts have spent many relaxing evenings in here ever since it was first built. A very, very long time ago. The tapestries on the wall reflect this tradition well, wouldn't you say? Look. There. A picture of a Lamia coiled around her helpless human lover. You can almost see the look of bliss and adoration in her eyes as she pulls him closer, and they grow, more and more intimate. The weaver's hands were quite skilled, I'd say. Almost as skilled as yours, pet. I can feel all of the tension just draining away. You can move on to my shoulder blades now. Oh, yes, we've had a long, tradition of taking human lovers from outside the desert. You see, in antiquity, we were frequently at war with neighboring nations, with the small human kingdoms dotting this continent. And war Well, of course, war meant prisoners. Do you see that tapestry of a procession of humans in chains? Being led by a pretty woman with ears like a jackal? Oh, yes. Treating prisoners in such a way was quite common. They'd be taken to the marketplace, and each assigned to some lucky denizen of the city. Oh, just like that. Oh, your massaging hands are magic, darling. Work over those joints some more, Oh, well, it's hardly as bad as you think. Other nations condemned their prisoners of war to lives of harsh labor and toil. And early graves. Ours, well, life for them became one of soft sheets and red wine, and captivating pleasure as they catered to their new, employer's every personal need. Most would usually lose the stubborn attitude after a while. They recognized their good fortune. You, however, you're a challenge. I can feel you glaring daggers of ice into my back this very moment. Oh, you delight me, pet. Come now. You can be a little gentler, you know? We should do this more often. I'm tempted to drag you here every day after court. You're so very diligent in your duties toward your queen. I'm flattered, darling. In fact, I think you've earned a little reward. The night breeze is calm tonight. Let's go to the balcony. We can talk more over there. Why, yes. I had a servant bring us carpets and pillows ahead of time. It looks inviting, doesn't it? The scented candles are a nice touch, I think. I can smell myrtle. And more sandalwood. Come, let's enjoy them before the wind picks up and blows out the tiny flames. Here, sit in my coils. For once, I'll be the one keeping you warm. I always wanted to do something like this, you know? Ever since I was a young girl, I'd often come up here, dreaming of holding someone in my coils one day. Just like this. Of having someone to call my own. As the two of us dreamt in the desert together. I am an apophis. I crave love too. Your love. It can get lonely, staring at all those dunes on your own for so long. my empire, my crown, my subjects. They kept me busy. But these sandhills at twilight, they'd always remind me of the emptiness in my life. Oh, but that's gone now. You saved me. In more ways than one. I'm so very glad you found me, Angel. My darling pet. My everything. Oh, what is it? You're all fidgety. Are you cold? No, don't pull away. Don't pull away from me. You are mine. Mine to hold. Mine to caress. Mine to punish. Mine to love. Look at me. Don't avoid my gaze. Will you tell me what's the matter? You seem jittery, distracted. Wait, oh, but of course. It's the effect of my venom, isn't it? You're starting to crave it, aren't you? You miss feeling the gift of my venom coursing through your pretty veins, filling your mind with that wonderful fog of softness and pleasure. Are you getting addicted to my venom, love? Oh, don't deny it. I know the effect my, poison has on humans. Everyone who's ever tasted the venom of an apophis always comes back for more. Oh, not that I've ever sunk my fangs into anyone else, pet. You're the only one who gets to taste my gift. And I haven't given you a taste all day. What a terrible mistress I'm turning out to be. I must fix this immediately. Come on. Don't you want a taste? Don't you want my fangs to gently bite into that precious, delicate little neck? Don't you want me to claim you? You know you do. After all, it makes you feel so good to be owned and held and loved. I would never try to control your mind. Oh, no. I happen to like that cute, adorable little mind of yours. I just want to wash away your worries for a while. To drown all those pesky, troubling thoughts of escape and resistance in my venom. I just want to make my pet happy, so you can stop trying to get away from my embrace, from my kiss. Come on. Just a little drop? A teensy, tiny little bit? A smidge? Hardly any, really. Oh, don't you want it? Don't you? Go on. Ask me for it. Ask me to bite you. I can see my little mouse really wants me to. Ask me. Oh, oh, you really are stubborn, you know? Come here. Oh, you're not my toy? Of course not, darling. No. You're my property. Oh, look at that. There's a tiny cut on your lip, and my fangs seem to be dripping. How did that happen? Oh, quit looking so worried. Come here. Let me hold you. It's just the two of us up here. It'll always be the two of us. You can see the entire city from here. All those rooftops. Those charming little towers and minarets. All the men, women, and monsters filling up the streets. So many colorful little lights streaming from all those windows. Each one a glimpse into the eventful lives of my people. Are the colors of the world starting to, swim a little, pet? Oh, you look confused. It's all right. I've got you. You're safe. I'll protect you from the world. From all that's out there. Just listen to my voice. You can see the gates of my city in the distance. See the black and purple inlays all lit up with the city's glow. Trace the moon and stars so carefully crafted into the rock. And the sculpted serpents surrounding them, rising to the very top of those tall walls. And even further, right at the horizon, red. Thousands and thousands of lanterns and light spells. The sound of war is on the night breeze. I can hear it clearly. I'm rather glad you're starting to drift off, pet. I know how much conflict pains you. You met the Pharaoh once, didn't you? You whispered the story to me as I lay coiled in your lap, stroking my scales with those gentle hands of yours. She was kind to you. A famine had befallen your town. Crops dried up, people sick and starving. She sent aid, helped you rebuild. She brought hope and life with her. You were just a child, and she helped you up on your feet. You said she wiped away your tears and comforted you, promised you that things would get better. Her smile was radiant like the sun. Well, it was also she who caused me to bleed in the rain. The sun may grant life, but it blinds if looked at for too long. You said the Pharaoh's kindness inspired you to always help a creature in pain. It's strange, isn't it? She helped you, and you, in turn, saved me. Your kindness led you here, all wrapped up in my coils, delirious from my venom. My beloved consort. And hers. Well. Oh, no. Hush. I'm right here, my sweet. It's going to be night soon. Would you look at that? The candles have all gone out. The wind snuffed them. I'll carry you inside after this. For now, just breathe. In and out. There. Good job. You're very talented. Sleep. Sleep, my darling. When you awake, it'll be night. There will never be daylight in this desert again. I'll have to leave your side for a while to pay back my nemesis in full. But I'll return before you wake, to hold you and kiss you back to sleep. You don't have to worry about a thing. The war, it's far away. It doesn't concern us. It doesn't concern you. Mistress knows best. She knows exactly what her pet needs. Her bite is out of love, and her coils are safe and snug. You're safe in them. You're safe with me. Mistress will always, always treasure her precious, silly, wonderful little mouse. Oh, so drowsy. I hope I can slither into your dreams. I was wondering if you'd join me. The moon looks pretty tonight, doesn't it? It's blue. A crystal blue moon suspended in the night sky, shining down on those vast stretches of sand. I feel like I could stare at it forever and still be amazed. Because the moon reminds me of you, my little mouse. How are you feeling? Well, at least you are talking to me again. How wonderful. I haven't seen anyone struggle like you did when you woke up this morning. Doing everything in your power to get away from me as I tried to hold you. And here I thought you'd appreciate waking up to my face resting beside yours. I only wanted to comfort you, you know? And to snuggle a bit so my coils would warm up. It was such a long, cold night. I only managed to return to the palace at dawn. I was freezing. But no. Why would you care about your poor little snake? And how neglected she must have felt, being apart from you all night? I really wanted to hold you. Oh, these ruins are peaceful, aren't they? All these old pillars made of sandstone surrounding us. I wonder what stories the old rocks must have lived through. What tales would they tell, What do you think? No, I don't come here often. Not like I used to. I wouldn't even have found these forgotten ruins in the first place, had it not been for a chance encounter. Yes. A long time ago, I met a desert rat. Curious little thing had ventured out of its burrow, all the way into the city. On seeing me, it scurried away. And my instincts prompted me to give chase. And so I slithered through the busy streets, between houses, past all the people staring in surprise at their young princess chasing a little rodent. And that little rodent ran for quite a while, all the way into these ruins at the edge of the city. I finally caught the silly creature. It tried so hard to wriggle out of my grasp, but I held it tight in my coils. And I realized that it was scared, shaking. The poor little thing thought it was going to die. For a long time, I wondered what I should do. In the end, I placed the rat on my palms, carried it to the dunes in the distance. I set it down and smiled. And it stood there for a while, just watching me, before finally darting off into the sea of sand. I slithered back into the palace and got an earful from my mother for always disappearing off on these weird little adventures. I visited the ruins again the next night, hoping to see my new friend. And then again after that. I liked the serenity these blocks of stone seemed to cast. I still do. And so I kept coming here. Night after night, a young Lamia. trying to explore the world outside the palace walls, to just play. But I never did see that desert rat again. These ruins really are pretty, you know? Although the flowers are fairly new. They're glowing with their own light. Look. So many shimmering greens and lavenders. Almost surreal. Yes, it would seem they've started blooming all around us, wouldn't it? The new flora is quite fascinating. The ecosystem is starting to change as night washes over this desert. Forever. Oh, there really is no need to look so disconcerted, my sweet. A lack of sun only brings out the magic hidden in these plants. They can only shine in darkness. This morning, you looked like you were having an existential crisis when you couldn't find the sun in the sky anymore. You don't have to be scared. Life will be just the same as before, only better. No more cruel rules and order. No more denying yourself pleasure and desire. Only freedom. To be whoever you want. To be with whomever you want. Chaos can be beautiful. Like these flowers. Hush. Don't bring up her name. You'll ruin the night by thinking of that wretch. She isn't worthy of your worries, your thoughts, your dreams, your love, everything that you are. It should revolve around me, and me alone. Because you're my moon. You light up my sky. And I'll never let you out of my coils. Never. You're mine. You belong to me. To the night. I think the city's still abuzz with revelry. Throngs of men and monsters in the streets. I can almost hear the sounds of celebration. Can't you? Strings, flutes, drums, fireworks. But it really is quiet this far out, isn't it? Amidst the dunes and shadowy pyramids. You can almost trace their outlines. I've heard that a long time ago, my kind killed those chosen to rule over the sun. Those who aren't slumbering in those far-off pyramids as we speak, waiting to be awakened someday. They were... We buried them under the sand, never to see the sun and moon again. We killed them. But I'm not like that anymore. I couldn't kill her. I don't know what it was. Perhaps you've made me soft, my pet? But when I thought of the way you'd look at me if I took her life, what thoughts might rage inside your head every time I tried to coil around you? The cold in your eyes, even as your body warmed my scales? I couldn't do it. I just couldn't kill her. I don't want to turn back into what my kind used to be. I don't think you could love me if I did. And that scares me. To never feel your soft hands in mine again. To never be able to cradle your head against my chest and stroke your hair as your eyes turn droopy. To not be able to whisper you to sleep. And to not follow you into what dreams you may choose to share with me. To not be loved. I didn't kill her, I swear. I didn't. She can even see the desert from her illuminated cell. It's more than what she deserves after everything she did to me. So why? Why won't you love me? I know you still miss your home, but you're already home. Can't you see that? Tell me. Tell me what more I must do. Under these stars, upon these endless sands, with all the souls of the departed and the living that haunt these ruins, eavesdropping on us. Tell me what more I must do to convince you that you're the best thing to have happened to me in all my centuries on this earth. And I'll not have anyone else but you as my companion. My lover. Please, tell me. What do I have to do for you to accept me? What? What do you mean, you already do? But I've seen how you still try to get away from me. How I scare you. I don't understand. Wait, you don't hate me after all? No. You couldn't? Because I'm still that snake you saved? It'll just take you a while to get used to me, huh? That's... Well... That's fair enough, I suppose. I know you're only saying that because you're addicted to my venom and my coils. But I'm still happy you said it. Thank you. It's not my venom? Well, what is it then? No, tell me. What is it you like about me? Oh no, you aren't getting out of this one. I do so want to know why you like me. Darling, while I absolutely adore your stuttering and how, precious you are, I'm afraid I can't really make out what you're saying. Do speak up, Oh? You like my personality? Well, how so? What? No, I'm not bossy. Why would you even say that? No, I'm simply territorial over what's rightfully mine. It's an Apophis thing. I'm not bossy. And even if I were, why would you like that? There's more? You think snakes are all right, for the most part? Are you doing this on purpose, little mouse? Or are you really just that bad at this? Well, it's okay. I forgive you. Well, for the most part. But don't worry. I'll make sure to thoroughly teach you just how to cheer a woman up when she's feeling down. Yes. Audibly clearing your throat to try and distract me from how nervous you are? Just what do you take me for, pet? Oh, hey, easy there, pet. What is it, Angel? You're having trouble standing. Are you tired? Oh, but of course. These last few weeks have really taken a toll on you, haven't they? Subconsciously sharing so much of your essence with me when we get, intimate. I haven't thanked you properly for that. I feel stronger with you by my side than I ever have. My magics have become more refined, shaped by you and the bond we share. Every time I hold you, I can feel my mana dancing like you breathe life into me. You do? Oh, it's all right. Hush. No need to worry. I've got you. Being with me shouldn't make you feel tired. The opposite, in fact. But due to this war, I guess, I've been unknowingly taking too much from you. My emotions are all haywire. I'm sorry. You're going to feel better soon. Human essence replenishes quickly. From now on, I'll make certain you smile every day. I told you. This entire desert shall be ours to dream in. And I couldn't have done it without you. I couldn't have found myself again without you. My dearest. No more words. Just rest in my coils as I wrap you up tighter, ever so slowly. You look so serene, so very peaceful. I wouldn't mind watching you like this for the entire night, you know. In fact, I'm almost tempted not to sink my fangs into you. Almost. Don't think I haven't noticed you stirring about in my coils. Getting all bothered and jittery. You could always just ask me, you know? I'm more than happy to tend to your needs. You've really developed a taste for my venom, haven't you? Oh, don't act like you're still afraid of my fangs. You love the state of bliss I can put you in. With just a little bit of attention to your neck, right here. Oh, did you shiver just now? My little mouse. You're just the cutest thing in the world. There's absolutely no way I'm ever letting you go. No, hush now. I told you. There's no need to speak. Just relax. I'll take care of you. Now. I'm sorry to get to it so quickly, but I just can't deny what you've been craving for a moment longer. Every single time. I don't think I'll ever tire of seeing how my venom enthralls you. Your features are soft, happy. There's such a big smile on your face. And if I didn't know any better, why, I'd think you were trying to nestle up even closer to me. You seem to really like it when I squeeze you with my tail. Are you finding your new bed of coils to your liking, my consort? Oh, my venom doesn't usually put you to sleep this quickly, though. You won't even let me see your cute little reactions, will you? You're no fun. Maybe I should have done this after we reached the palace. How am I supposed to bring you back now? Any ideas, pet? I feel like you're trying to tell me something. Those sleepy little noises sound surprisingly coherent. Are you sure? Well, all right then. But only because you asked. Oh, still had some energy left to start squirming around after all, Oh, do stop protesting so much. What's wrong with carrying you back in my arms? You humans call this, say, princess carry, don't you? Well, it's a royal consort carry now. You'd better make your peace with it. Now, let's return to my bedchambers, little consort. There's still so much I have left to teach you. Mine. All mine. Only mine. Why are you... Oh, why are you trying to scurry away, little mouse? That's better. You look so cute. And you're so warm, I just want to coil around you tighter. Mine. You're mine. Darling? Oh, you're awake. I didn't... I wasn't coiling you too tightly, was I? Sorry. I get possessive sometimes. You may be surprised to learn. Oh, please, you only have yourself to blame. You make such a good side pillow. My own personal heater. Come here. I missed you. I fell asleep waiting for you to wake up. You sure took your sweet time. Yeah, you'd better make it up to me. Oh. Can you see all those little lights through the window? People are still celebrating in the streets. I want to drag you out there, show you off, kiss you under the stars. But, I'm still a little sleepy. We really did it, didn't we? We united this desert. Centuries of war have finally come to an end. My citizens, our citizens, are so happy. And everyone was asking about you. They want to meet the Empress's consort. The one who will rule this empire of night by my side. What is it? You have that look in your eyes again. You know the one. When you're all quiet and pensive. What's wrong? Her. My enemy. Oh, you just had to ruin the mood, didn't you? Silly little thing. You want me to set her free? And for what? Because it doesn't feel right to usher in this new age by imprisoning her? My. I didn't know my little mouse was hiding a silver tongue all this time. Maybe. I'll think about it. I know you still have a soft spot for that fallen goddess. And you hate seeing anyone suffer. You're too good for this world, you know? It can't stand gentle souls like you. The world hurts them. I'm glad I found you. Nothing will ever be able to hurt you. Not anymore. I'll make sure of it. And see to it you always have reasons to smile from now on. This again. I said I'll think about it. Can we please stop talking about my mortal enemy now? I didn't exactly turn her city into dust, you know. And her people, well, they're my people now, too. We aren't cruel to those we conquer. They'll adapt. Hmm. One day you'll see the world how I see it. You will give yourself to me fully. You'll understand that all of it, was for the best. But until then, I'll just coil you tight and hold you in my arms. Kiss all that adorable, playful resistance away. But really, I am glad you're finally starting to accept me. It makes an Apophis happy when her favorite person in the world isn't actively trying to squirm away from her touch. Thank you, my beloved, for finally seeing the real me as I was, instead of being afraid of this unfamiliar shape, these intimidating powers. I may be Empress, you may be Royal Consort, but I really am just that snake. And you, the one who saved me. No, we don't have to go anywhere right now. We have plenty of time. We can just keep cuddling for now. I don't think my scales are sufficiently warm yet. That's it. Just nestle on my chest, with my chin resting on your head. Just like this. Is that comfortable? Good. I've got you. You can close your eyes if you like. Don't mind me, just staring at that pretty face as I stroke your hair and squeeze you from time to time. This feels so right. What did I do to get so lucky? I won't let this desert rat scamper off into the dunes. Oh, don't worry about it, pet. I didn't say anything. You must be drifting into dreams already. Just listen to the sound of my breathing, moving in time with yours. Let me hold you. That's all a Lamia really wants sometimes. I love you, my little mouse.